Gentlemen, what is up? It is Sunday. Beautiful. Sun is poking through the clouds here. Yeah, funny. I just started doing this drywall repair job for a legit hockey god who lives in our town. He's my age. He had a huge hockey career in the NHL, won gold medal, Stanley Cups. He's recognized as one of the 50 greatest hockey players ever to live. And, I think he's into the Hockey Hall of Fame this year. His name is Duncan Keith. Great guy. He's got this gorgeous gym on the lake, right? 2-story gym right on Okanagan Lake. And I did the drywall for him, I think it was last year or the year before. Twice. I've done 2 drywall jobs for him. And both times I got those, they kind of were just landed in my lap, like right out of the ether to some degree. Because I didn't really know anybody in this town. I didn't know really anybody when I moved here. And both times those jobs landed, it was like financial stability in a storm of uncertainty that would land for a few months at a time, right? So he's a hockey god, and I'm sure he doesn't realize it, or maybe he does because he's a god, but he's really helped me out, helped my family out multiple times. Hockey's given me so many gifts in this world. Hockey has saved my life on so many deep levels, several times. It's mind-blowing to me. Like, I was first introduced to the idea of Jesus and Christianity from hockey. A kid in my class came from a hockey family, and he introduced me to hockey when I was 5. And that began a lifelong love with it, and it's continued to touch my life. It was the best part of my life at the worst times in my life, always. And it's just this little beacon of meritocracy where you can just go and compete in such a beautiful way. There's sticks and blades and hard pucks, and there's other men involved. And the game is performed at, it's like, how fast can you play chess with your safety on the line at all times? That's what hockey is. And to perform that chess quickly, you have to utilize every element of pure masculine finesse and fitness. And there's no technological aids. Like, it's not an F1 car, it's a skate blade, it's steel on ice. So it also incorporates some of our most fire and ice, sharpening the skates. It's got all of the elements in it, right? And it was born in some of the most hardcore environments in nature. It was born on dark days, cold days filled with dark nights, long nights, right? And it was a chance for boys to leave oppressive farms, right? Farm work can be oppressive and communist by nature. It's a collective, and it's a grind, and it's not glamorous. And then there's hockey, which is just filled with infinite beauty to it, right? So many aspects of hockey are so satisfying to the soul. Like when you ring a rubber puck off of the bottom of a crossbar, all the sounds it makes from the post to the net, the sound of the skates, the steel into the ice. It's like a sharp sensory overload delivered while you're playing. And then, the other aspect to it that I love is the game is played with 5 men on the ice and 1 goalie. So, the high teams have, most teams have 2 goalies, sometimes 2 goalies they have, and then they're going to have, 18 to 20 players. So it's hierarchy upon hierarchy upon hierarchy. And then you got the goalie himself, who's like the individual on a team. So he's kind of like a medicine man on a team to some degree. And then you've got your squad of warriors. You've got generals, lieutenants. You've got lines. It's played with 4 lines. You've got forwards and D, right? So it's like different personalities will naturally play different positions just based on their God-given innate human function. And, you know, some guys are so talented at it that all men who play it recognize them at like a god level, right? It's like, how can they play this game that fast? Like, the NHL is, I think it's 300 dudes. It's like 300 of the 300 survivors who survived decades of minor hockey and all the problems and expenses that entails. And, you know, they just grinded and they became deeply good at it. And they fit into that not matriarchy. They fit into that meritocracy perfectly for the most part. And there's conflict on teams, but everything is driven to winning. If you want to be great at hockey, you need to get on winning teams, right? Back to this Duncan Keith. You know, he played on winning teams his whole life, and he was a pinnacle winner on winning teams for decades at a time. And just to be around that energy, right? It's like, wow. There's a level of like ferociousness to him that's super fucking cool. Cool guy. So I'm excited to go hang out there next week and do this little drywall job for him, maybe catch some workouts with him. And tell him about Carnivore Academy and do that. So I'm really excited about the week ahead. And then that takes us into fasting and autophagy. And that's kind of going to be the chapter 2 of my video to you guys today. So hope you guys are well. I'm driving kids around like mad right now. It's hectic and crazy. So we'll chat with you guys tonight at 6.